Hello and welcome to another episode of Pokemon Fire Red Retro Gaming. This is episode number 4, Mount Moon. So we're going to take a look at the walk up to Mount Moon now, the route on the way up there. And then we're going to go inside Mount Moon and I'll try and show you roughly where to go, what you can find in there, and all the Pokemon that we can meet on the way. So let's get on to it and let's get involved, get in the game. So, as we saw last time, I was making my way up this route. We just fought Brock, the gym leader. I got a handful of Pokemon, and we were trying to make our way to the next part on the map, which is Mount Moon. Now, on this route up there's a couple of Pokemon trainers to fight. I've fought a few already. I'm going to try and fight a few more, get my Metapods level up a little bit, because I'm pretty sure that it's nearly evolving time for Metapod now. So if it does evolve into Butterfree, I'll probably use it for the time being, but like most Pokemon games, the Pokemon you start with aren't necessarily the Pokemon you finish with. So you never know what Pokemon's around the corner. Anyway, let's get back to it and we'll see if we can evolve a Metapod. Okay, so that's the first fully evolved Pokemon of the game. We got a Butterfree. I'm quite chuffed that we got a Butterfree this early on in the game. Like I said before, I'm not going to use it too much, but I am still going to train it up because I might need it shortly. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to see if there's any more trainers knocking about, walk about in the grass around here, try and level up some Pokemon before I go up to Mount Moon. Because I don't think my Pokemon are at that bigger level yet where they can happily go through Mount Moon without getting much damage to them. The Pokemon around here that you can find, other than the ones we've already seen, are Jigglypuff, Spearow and Nidorango. Now, these are all good Pokemon. You can train them up, you can evolve them into their evolutions. They all make great Pokemon. But I'm not going to catch any of these ones. I'm just going to carry on up to Mount Moon and see what else we can find. So luckily for me, as you make your way up to Mount Moon, you'll notice that there is actually a Pokemon Center just outside Mount Moon, which is brilliant. Means you can carry on walking around here, leveling your Pokemon up, healing them, leveling them up, until you're ready to go through Mount Moon. So I'm going to go in there now and heal all my Pokemon up. Now, as you can notice inside here, there's a man stood to the top left of the Pokemon Center. If you go and talk to this man, which I'm going to do now, he will give you a chance to buy a Magikarp off him for 500 Pokédollars, which sounds a lot for a level 5 Magikarp, but I'm going to take it anyway because I've not got a water type yet, and if I can train it up quick and get it evolved, I can get myself a Gyarados, which is a super strong Pokemon. It may be one of the Pokemon that I take to the end of the game. As you can see what I've just done there, I've put Magikarp, a little level 5 Magikarp, into the number 1 slot of my Pokemon. So every fight that I encounter, every trainer that challenges me, my Magikarp will be the first Pokemon out. all I do then is switch it around, because it only has Splash, which is a non-attack move. It's not even a move really, it just flails about. It switches a magic carp out, and I can put in any Pokemon. Defeat the Pokemon or the trainer, and then the XP will get cut in half for the Pokemon that's defeated the trainer and the magic carp, because it was called out first. This way I can level up my magic carp without using, because I haven't got an XP share yet, which we'll discuss later on in the game. I can level it up and try and get it up to an evolution stage, and hopefully get it some more moves so I can train it up on its own. So now, as you can see, I've gone into Mount Moon. I'm trying to train up my Pokemon still, trying to get my bearings, have a look around. If you don't go too deep into it, there are a couple of items knocking about. You've got a Moonstone knocking about. You've got a Star Piece, which I think you sell for a lot of Poké Coins. There's other items knocking about as well. Have a look around, see what you can find. There's lots of trainers in here to fight. Not just rock type trainers. You've got bug catchers. You've got nerds that have electric type Pokemon. So go around, have a look around, see what you can find, and train your Pokemon up some more. Afterwards, I'm going to delve a little bit deeper and try and get through Mount Moon. You'll start bumping into Team Rocket grunts. This is the first time on the game we've seen Team Rocket. They are in here. So as long as you start bumping into the Team Rocket grunts, you know you're on the right path. Have a good look around. It's not a big place to get lost into, so it's pretty simple to work your way through it. It's just constant Pokemon jumping out all the time. The rate that Pokemon jump out inside here is very high, so be aware. You can run away if you want to, but if you want the XP, you've got to fight the Pokemon. So as you can see now, my persistence has paid off. My Pidgey has just evolved into a Pidgeotto, so it's getting even stronger now. It evolves at level 18 if you just missed that. Pidgeotto is a really strong Pokemon. It is still yet to evolve into its final stage, which is Pidgeot. So I'm going to keep this Pokemon, like I said at the beginning of the videos. Pidgey is one of my favourite Pokemon, so I think I'll probably end up keeping this Pokemon to the end, as it's one of my favourites. So we're going to keep on going through Mount Moon. We're going to go a little bit deeper now. We're looking for a scientist that's knocking about. This is a guy we've got to speak to get through Mount Moon. He is a fossil hunter, so we're going to try and find him. A couple more Team Rocket grunts on the way. Pokemon encounters, but keep a close eye. I've tried to clip as much as the route walking through as I can in between the Pokemon fights, so you can get a rough idea which direction I'm going in. So you can make note, or if you need to, go back to the beginning of the video. I put a little 15-second clip of the map of Mount Moon, if you can zoom into that, if that helps. If not, and you want to do it like I did it, just make your own way through it. See if you can level up your Pokemon more, play the game how it's meant to be played. Then, like I said, it's not a real hard place to get through, just takes a little bit of time. And if you do lose all your Pokemon and you have to go back to the Pokemon Center, it's right outside the cave, so it's just a case of re-healing your Pokemon, getting straight back in there and looking for the scientist. Okay, so after this fighting this Team Rocket grunt, we're going to bump into the scientist. I say scientist is like an archaeologist or a fossil collector, that kind of thing. He's going to offer you, well, first of all, he's going to want to fight you because he thinks you're stealing his 2 fossils. So you've got to fight and defeat this guy. Once defeating him, he will say that it will split the 2 fossils with you, so you can pick the 2 fossils. There's 2 fossils to choose from. Now, one of them's called a Helix fossil, the other one is a Dome fossil. Depending on what fossilized Pokemon you want, depends on which of these fossils that you'll pick up. Now, the Helix fossil will give you Omanyte, which evolves again after that, which is like a water kind of a water fossil Pokemon. And then the Dome one will give you Kabuto, which evolves into Kabutops, which is like a rock ground kind of fossil Pokemon. I'm not quite sure on the types, the secondary types that they are, but I'm going to pick the Dome fossil anyway because Kabuto is my favourite of the 2. I probably won't use it, but I will show you later on in the videos where to use it and where to get your fossil changed into the Pokemon if you do want that Pokemon in your party. So once you have defeated the scientist slash archaeologist slash fossil hunter that has a coffin, a Grimer and a Voltorb, once you've defeated these Pokemon, he's going to give you, obviously, like I just explained, he's going to give you the fossil. Now these Pokemon, they're pretty easy to defeat, but just remember, obviously the build up to this fight, you have been fighting other Pokemon, so previous to it, if you want to jump back, use an escape rope which you can find in the caves. If not, if you want to go back to the Pokemon Center, heal up your Pokemon, and then go back and fight the trainer. I would advise doing that if you don't have the potions and stuff to heal up your Pokemon, or if their life isn't as high as you want it to be. Like I said, this trainer is pretty easy, so whichever way you choose to do it, you should be able, if you've trained your Pokemon up, to get through this trainer pretty easily. So, like I said, once defeating this guy, you can walk up to the fossils and choose one. He will take the other one. Like I said, I'm going to take the Dome fossil. Not that I'll probably, well, I'll show you how to use it, but I probably won't use a Pokemon. Once you pick your fossil up, that is it. You can carry on down the tunnel, up the ladders and make your way out of Mount Moon. And then you're on free, basically. Mount Moon is done. You don't have to go through it again, unless you want to get a Pokemon from there. There's a lot better places to go hunting for Pokemon later on in the game, so you probably will never go back to Mount Moon again. So yeah, carry on down the track now, which will take us to the next video, which will be Cerulean City, which is home to Misty and the Water Gym. We'll also go and find some guy called Bill. I'll tell you what he's all about on the next video as well. Probably, I think this is the first spot where we bump back into Gary and have a fight with him, so we'll see how his Pokemon collection's going. So yeah, catch me next time for Cerulean City. I hope you have all enjoyed the video. If so, then hit that subscribe button, click that like, leave a comment if you want me to give you a shout out on the next video. It'd be much appreciated. I'll see you all next time for Cerulean City.